Hello and welcome to the new coaching series, Only Perfect Practice Makes Perfect. My name is Keith Coyle. Some of you already have listened to some of my other videos. You've read my possible coaching articles online. So this is the start of the big one. What we're going to try and do with this series is actually create a lesson with me. So that's what the aim of this series is going to be. It's your personal lesson with me. For some of you who don't know, I've been a professional shooting instructor for some 30 plus years. I started, as many did, just going along shooting sporting clays, shot those competitively for fun, and then got into coaching, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And then I was very fortunate that in 1991, I went along and took my examinations and met what was going to be my lifelong friend and most importantly my coaching mentor, a man called Roger Silcox. Roger had an immense impact on my life, hence I'm here doing this now, and I would like to say that really a lot of the information you're going to get is really been handed down to me by Roger, his mentor and my gun fitting mentor, a man called Christopher Craddock, and we have direct links back of course to the great British shooting instructor and gun maker Robert Churchill. So that's a little bit about what we're going to do. This Bedrock episode lesson is going to cover all of the skills necessary for consistent and successful shotgun shooting, whether you are a driven wing shooter, whether you're a sporting clay shooter, whether you're an upland hunter, or whether you're a waterfowl shooter or even a skeet and trap shooter. It works for everyone. The most important thing that we're going to look at are skills for lining the gun up with your eye, the gun mount, critical, stance, dominant eye, and all the things that go around that are going to make and affect how well we shoot. Now, one of the things that when you come along for a lesson that we first talk about is to get you to think differently. Most importantly, what is a shotgun? This was the question that I was asked the very first night I met my coaching mentor, or my gun fitting mentor, Christopher Craddock. We sat in his house in the wonderful city of Bath in his immense library. He looked at me, and please forgive me if I say it in somewhat of a Somerset accent, because that's where he came from. And he said to me, "Keith, what's a shotgun?" And I was, well, what am I supposed to do? I've got to come up with some genius answer. That's what he's expecting. And he looked at me and he obviously saw the wheels grinding away. And he said, no, he says, it's not a genius answer. He says, you tell me what a shotgun is. So I looked him in the eyes and said, okay, Chris, go on then, you tell me, what's a shotgun? And he looked at me and he said, I'll tell you what a shotgun is. He said it was a clever idea by a simple man. Was it? What was that then? He said, well, one day, he said, there was a simple man walking along through his fields and he saw a rabbit run out in front of him. And he went, oh, look at that rabbit. He was able to point his finger at that running rabbit. Perfect. He walked along a little bit more and out of the woods in front of him, across the sky, flew a great big fat English wood pigeon. Oh, great food to eat. And he went, oh, look at that. And then he realised that, of course, if he had a gun, what his finger could do, he could feed his family, because he could shoot that rabbit and he could shoot that pigeon. And Chris said to me, there you go. He said, the birth of a shotgun. Clever idea by a simple man, because this simple man realised he had this wonderful gift, which is to point. So if he had a gun, what his finger did, he could point at any object, shoot it efficiently and effective every time. So this is a wonderful gift that regrettably most of us truly don't pay enough attention to. So ultimately, what is a shotgun? Okay, what is a shotgun? It's an extension of the pointing finger. You can make it more technical. It can all be, gathered up in technical gobbledygook and whatever. But ultimately, what is a shotgun? It's your pointing finger. You've just got to point it. That's what it was designed around. The one thing that we have to learn, though, and we really, again, don't pay enough attention to it, is how do we line up this new extended finger that we're going to get, which is possibly 2.5, 3 feet long, how do we line it up with our eye? And that's what we have to learn. Now, and most of us men, so ladies, this is a good thing, you don't suffer from what us men do, which is really a little bit of shooting ego, because obviously we're men and we know how to shoot, we don't need to be taught, we can handle guns. Regretfully, what happens is most of us men, including me, I was the same, we come into shooting a shotgun and we think all we've got to do is base those principles on the principles of shooting a rifle. Well, it's got nothing to do with it. A rifle has got nothing to do with a shotgun. A rifle, you have to aim. You fire a single projectile, you aim it, got nothing to do. A shotgun obviously fires a cloud of pellets. And of course, we just point it. So if you are trying to shoot your shotgun based on the principles of shooting a rifle, well, you're really trying to play tennis, but with golfing techniques. That's how far away they are. A shotgun has got more in common with a golf club, tennis racket, softball racket, baseball racket, a cricket bat, anything that is a hand and eye coordinated game. It's got nothing to do with shooting a rifle, as we've said, nothing to do with shooting a bow and arrow, and nothing where you aim. So now we've got to start trying to get the brain around this concept. We don't aim it, we just point it. And it is just an extension of our pointing finger. That's why there's no gun sight on a shotgun. We don't have time. It's not made to be accurate. The great thing is that the human being, we have this amazing onboard computer. And when we point at something, it's making instantaneous, accurate assessments of speed, angle and distance of any object, any moving object at which we want to point. You know, you can just do that. I can point at you at the camera. I can point over there very effectively. So this brain is making all these calculations. And as long as we leave it alone and we let it make those calculations, we can point, and ultimately we can shoot a shotgun very efficiently and very consistently. So we have this wonderful, marvellous natural ability to be able to point. Now you can prove this yourself, it's dead easy. What I would suggest, go out in the garden, the backyard, passing bird, passing car, passing plane, and you can do it. You can just go bang, and you can point at it. It's amazing. One of the things you can do is go out, if it's dusk or it's getting dark, go and get yourself a torch, or for my American clients, a flashlight, and just point. I guarantee you, if you were out of a night and you heard a cat or something rummaging around your garbage cans, your dustbins, without any thought, you could get the torch and go bang, and you can light that critter up. It's dead easy. So again, go out, try it, and it's amazing. You start thinking about something you take for granted, your natural ability to point. So that's really what I want you to think about. Okay? Forget all this aiming, forget. It's no more technical, it's just pointing your finger. However, as I said, the critical thing we have to learn to do is to line that finger up efficiently and consistently without any conscious thought, a kinesthetic movement, a movement without thought, with our eye and the object to which we're going to point.